Hey, listeners, and welcome to another episode of this podcast that I do where we talk about all things voiceover. But since I've branched out to teaching other technologies, this is sort of the space where I talk about all of the things that I offer to let people know about how they can learn with me and learn to use their favorite screen readers. So today I wanted to come on here and tell you about something new that I've just started to offer. And this is for anybody who has either just discovered my work, because I've seen, like, if you're listening to this on YouTube, I've seen lots of new faces in the form of subscribers that have come along and have been looking around my channel, and also on the Apple Podcast platform where this is also being made available. And this is a new offer that is for anybody who, because basically, there are two parts to my service. If you're new here and you don't know, hi and welcome. I hope you like it here. My learning lounge is called the Accessible Learning Lounge. The website is on the description of the podcast or the YouTube channel, but it's basically accessiblelearning.gumroad.com that you can type into any browser. We will learn a little bit later on in this short episode of how to get there. But basically, there are two parts to my service. One is pre-recorded audio lessons that go into more detail, that are an elaboration of what you might find in the rest of this podcast. So if you've seen some of the episodes and you've had a listen and you want to hear more, the pre-recorded audio lessons are where to go, right? But if you're someone who decides that, you know what, pre-recorded audio lessons are not for me, I want to sit with someone and learn either voiceover on Mac, Chromebook, Chromevox with Chrome OS on Chromebook, or NVDA for Windows on a PC, or VoiceOver on iPhone, then I offer one-on-one tutoring. And this is something that's less obvious. What's even less obvious, I think, at this point right now, because it's just started to roll out, and that's why I wanted to tell everyone about it, is that if you want one-on-one tutoring, there is actually a little form that I'll show you where to get to fill out. But after that, there is sort of a free trial of where once I get your details, I'll give you a link to schedule a free call with me, an absolutely free call with me where we meet for 60 minutes on an audio Zoom call. And basically, it's a place, it's your time and your space. You come and you tell me, hey, I want one-on-one tutoring and I want to learn this, that, and the other. And then we together come up with a learning plan, and at the same time, I give you a little taste of what my teaching style is, because I understand that, when you want tutoring, sometimes you find a trainer, you find an instructor, which is what I am. You see them on YouTube, and then you think to yourself, should I or should I not go for it? Because there are so many questions about whether or not we're going to be able to communicate with each other, whether or not we're going to understand what each other is saying. And so this is a time for you to come and talk about what you want to learn. I will, because I don't claim to know everything, I will think about whether or not I can support you. And then after that, that free call is a space for you to come along and try this out and then decide for yourself to take it away, with the recording of the call, even if you wanted, because I do offer the recordings and transcripts. So it's a time for you to take it away and take it home and think to yourself, so knowing what I know now, do I want to go for these lessons? And then after that, in case you're not sure, I don't offer courses or classes. Come as often or as little as you like. So the lessons are $50 Canadian. In pounds, you're looking at 25 or 26 pounds. In US dollars, it's a little bit lower, in the 40s. I don't have the current dollar exchange rate. I should, but I don't. You can ask your nearest AI assistant. It's no big deal, really. And you basically pay by the hour. This is how it works. And then you come along, and then it's just lesson by lesson. So you come for one lesson, you tell me, hey, this time I want to learn this. I dispense the information, and then now I want to learn whatever else, and then you decide if and when you come back next time. So it's a very relaxed kind of a learning. It's as flexible of a learning approach as I can make it. So it's a learning approach. called the Accessible Learning Lounge because I really want to make it like a lounge. I want to make the task of learning screen readers to be fun, to be exciting, to be enjoyable, and maybe in some cases to really not feel like you're learning when you actually are. So if you're interested in that, now that you know what it's about, I have my website open. I'm running a Chromebook.
84% lessons.
And I'm on my website, okay? So let's hear what it's called.
Charmaine from the Accessible Learning Lounge.
Okay, so when you come here, if you don't know how to get here, I will put the link to the form to fill out for one-on-one tutoring if you feel so inclined and you can click it. But I know that some people, everybody is at different levels in tech and they might not know how to get to the description box, and it's not their fault because for a long time I did not know where it was. So if you don't know where it is and you want to be a part of this, not to worry, you have two choices. If you can open a browser, just open a browser, type in these words, accessibleLearning.gumroad.com. When you come here, you'll get this page called Charmaine from the Accessible Learning Lounge. And then you're going to find little tabs here.
Lessons on using Chromebox, tab. Lessons on using Chromebox, tab. One-on-one tutoring sessions, tab.
You look for that tab that it just read out, one-on-one tutoring sessions, and you can swipe along on your phone and get to this as easily. Select it, and then you'll hear this.
For guided tutoring sessions, please fill out this form below. Exited tab list. Once I receive your details, I'll send you a link to book a free introductory call with me called a consultation for us to discuss how I can help. Lessons after the initial consultation will be at a cost of $50 Canadian per hour.
Okay, and then there's a link.
https://
You select the link.
Request for one-on-one tutoring sessions.
And you get the little form. It's a Google form. It's very accessible. You could fill it out on a phone if you wanted to.
Edit this form. Please fill out this form to submit a request to me.
And there are questions like this.
What country will you be meeting me virtually from?
Here's another question like this to answer.
What is your first and last name? My booking hours for Zoom calls are from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Sunday. Please use your nearest AI assistant or other preferred method to find out if our time zones will match.
Okay, and so it just goes on, right? But if you decide that, you're listening to this and you're like, you know what? That's all well and good. You have a form, you have a website, after I submit this form, I'll get a booking calendar. But guess what? If you're thinking this, I can't do any of that. I'm at the learning stage in learning technologies where forms don't make sense to me yet. Booking calendars are going way over my head. And yet I want to learn. Just email volearninglounge@gmail.com, just like how it sounds. You can comment on here, but you know what? I'll just be honest with you. I don't come on here a lot to check who's written stuff because it's just not a habit that I've come to create. I do come here maybe once or twice a week to just have a look. So, you could pop a comment in here and ask a question, but the best way to get a hold of me and get any kind of an answer is to email VO, as in voiceover, VO, learninglounge@gmail.com. And then just tell me what you're looking for. And believe me, I'm going to try and find a way to help solve the tech problem that you're having. I have a goal in mind, which is to help as many people as I can, not solve tech problems as in tech support, but if you have a problem that can be solved by learning the usage of your tech, bring it to me and I'll see what I can do. So I hope this was enjoyable for you. I hope that many of you will think about tutoring sessions because it's a way to learn, in a very interactive way, rather than just listening to some audio. But if that works for you, that works for you. I also offer those. They're right up at the top here of my shop. So, I know you're subscribed to my YouTube channel or my podcast channel and you're here for a reason. And hopefully this has helped you, come to terms with, to think about, how you're going to integrate learning screen readers into your life. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.